Trading is not a savings plan, ever. Your goal with practice trading is to adopt a capital appreciation mindset. In other words, you're pretending that you're investing real money and you're investing emotionally in each of these trades. Trading and investing are active efforts, and your active effort is to grow the funds in your virtual trading account. Nothing more, nothing less. Realize that risk always exists. Markets can always crash, so you pace yourself. Now, here's a really important hint. You need to set allocation amounts for your standard trade. Now, if you're dealing with options, it'll be, of course, a smaller amount. If you're dealing with just chunks of money, like say your X trade, when you get good and you're working your way up, maybe you start with an X trade of $50,000 for each of your purchases when you're looking at jumping into the 4 ETFs that we track. That is gold, 20-year bonds, the NASDAQ 100, and the S&P 500. Perhaps your X trade is $50,000 of virtual money, and that's what you start with. You use that X trade until you're able to show yourself approved, make good profits in that, and then you can increase the dollar amount as you get better and as you are more profitable in the trades, sending it up higher and higher and higher. But don't start jumping it up until you truly understand what you're doing in those practice trades and you're making profits. Now remember, you'll always, when you jump into a trade, set what you hope your profit to be and always your loss amount. When you hit that loss amount, you pull the trade and you are done. Now, remember, the market is very dynamic. There's lots of decisions being made all the time, and our charts work almost all the time, but there are times when things go wacky and wrong, and when they don't work, you need to pull the plug on that practice trade as soon as possible. Don't undertrade, and whatever you do, don't overtrade. What do we mean by that? Trying to find trades that don't exist or refusing to find trades that do exist. We can always talk ourselves out of things and into things. That's why you need to listen to the show 10 to 15 minutes a day. Hear what we are talking about. Study, think about it. Write things down. Use your trade worksheets. They're available there in the show notes every day. PDFs, you can print out all the trade worksheets you want. Jump into those trades, practice trade. And again, when there's a trade there, trade it. When there's not a trade there, don't trade it. Please pay close attention to that. Now, when you're going through a bad season, we talked about if things are going well, you up your X factor. Well, if things are not going well, you can cut your X trade back. And again, I want you to come up with a realistic amount to initially fund your virtual trading account. Maybe you say, I'm going to be a virtual millionaire, and my goal is within the course of a year, I want to double that $1 million, or I want to make on this virtual trading account, I want to be able to show a 25% gain each year. That's my, whatever your goal is, set your goal and then work toward that goal. But if things aren't going well, then you may very well need to reduce your X trade amount, maybe from $50,000 down to $25,000. But regardless, keep practicing. As Master Swordsman Miyamoto Musashi, who I quote all the time, said, and this is one of the most favorite quotes that I have of his, it may seem difficult at first, but everything is difficult at first. Stick with it, my friends. It is your stick-to-itness that is going to bring you to success. You've just got to spend 10 to 15 minutes a day, every day, listening to what we have to say. You want to supercharge your training? Use those trade worksheets, daily market worksheets, weekly market worksheets. Take all the trainings at the website. Take notes. Have yourself a trader's notebook where when you learn things, you write them down. Refer back to your trade worksheets, your daily market worksheets. Again, the more you record what it is you're doing, the more you pay attention and learn as you go along, you will get better and better and better. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World headquarters.